Imagine, right? Imagine you get a call from a family member, a relative who is teleboxing you from Deutschland or Germany, and you're in a process of bidding on a motor vehicle. You're in the process of getting credits to complete schooling. And they tell you that, the Nazis, or the thugs, right? They're stopping our mode of transportation. They're stopping our religious freedoms. We can't read the Torah. We can't read religious texts. We don't have freedom of speech. And you tell him this, right? And he organizes a republic back in the United States to go over there and fight with Israeli forces to stop Nazi attacks. They're trying to starve out the people. How do you do something like that? And how is it that you protect a noun, a pronoun? How do you protect an adjective? How do you protect a verb? Just little things, right? A lot of people, they don't seem to see the importance of it. The quickest response is just thuggery, right? It's no longer about, the honorable thing, right? It's not about Nazi forces coming into your town and bombing out a winery or a farmer's market. What does it then become about? I think it's important, right? You should protect, Israelis' use of the word Semitic. You should protect it, because this is what you're going to see, right? And I didn't notice this. I really didn't notice this. And again, I'm very neutral on the wars that are happening in the East, near the Mediterranean. I'm very neutral on it. Like, I don't get involved in people wars, but I do get involved when people's humanitarian rights are de-equalized. You see what I mean? A lady, she just talked about her father having a Medal of Honor, a Medal of Valor, and her protecting his legacy and going over there trying to stop German forces from cooperating with Italian forces to kill off her people. When you recognize that an incident as quick as that can backfire on a people that's just not clued in, meaning you didn't protect this young girl to be the next protege of your particular county, your particular city, town, state, dominion, rurality. When wars come knocking at your door, when they come knocking, you automatically recognize something. You wasn't prepared for it. You know? Protect people's right to speech. Protect people's right to identity. You know, you never take away a person's right to identity. You never do that. You know, especially when the featuring arbitrage, you know, is emotionalism, right? You were tainted by what he said. You were tainted by what they said, you know. You need to go back and look at World War I and World War II. You even need to go back and look at the Reconstruction era. Because just as quick as they attacked the Israeli forces in other countries, in other developing nations, they attacked your Congress in Louisiana. If you go back and look at that image of all those representatives and governors and senators, they all look the same way. They all look the same way. Now you look into this government, that government, this government, all in the United States. Now they all look the same way. They don't look like us anymore. Great peace, Yakoki.